Hey YouTube, it's Power Breaks and I'm back with another LEGO Megazord review. And today we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of the Power Rangers Geo lineup, or the Katachi Sentai Geomon. So, we have the Super Geo Megazord. I'm not sure what to call the Japanese name, but this is it, the Super Geo Megazord. Now, last time we got a look at their first Zord, which was the Geo Temple Megazord. And since those Zords have probably gotten destroyed by now. In the story's lore, by the way. Then we have these guys to look at. So we have 5 fantastic shape ships. We have the red starship, we have the blue circle ship, the yellow octagon ship or octo ship. Then we have the green square ship and the pink triangle ship. So 5 of them, and they are really nice, really cool, and it just reminds me of the Super Geo Megazord. So without further ado, let's get into this review. So here are the Rangers, just so you guys can see. This is the red Star Ranger, the blue circle, the green square, and the yellow octagon. And this here is the pink triangle and the white trapezoid. Yes, so they look pretty cool for the most part. Now let's get into the Zords. So here is the pink shapeshift. We're gonna pretty much work backwards. So it's actually pretty simple. It is a triangle shape here. You can see it. It's not supposed to be much, but a little ship. It has some gold on there, some pink, some gunmetal gray, a little bit of these flat silvers. Pretty sweet, pretty simple. I do like this Zord though. It's a nice little Zord. It does its job, which is a very simple job, but it does it. Pretty sweet for the most part, and I think that this is an awesome little Zord. Next is our yellow octagon, and this is a big one. Really chunky Zord, but it's really cool. I do like the design of it. Overall, it's pretty sweet. I like the yellow, the black, the gunmetal gray, a little bit of gold and some translucent yellow pieces to kind of let you know where's the front. These are like the lights in a sense, even though, yeah, I mean, are headlights useful in space? I don't know, but it has some cool little wings with some gold and some gunmetal gray. Overall, really sweet Zord. Not much going on, but it is nice. And the wings do move up a little bit. If I want to position it upwards, I can, or I can put it downward. Honestly, doesn't really matter to me. This one looks pretty cool though. I like this little look. But yeah, they're also rotatable. They're on a little ball joint, so of course there's going to be some articulation for this. But anyway, that is it for the yellow octo ship, I should say. Here is our green shape ship, which is probably one of my favorites. I like that it's a square, which is pretty simple. You can see it is a square, but there are some translucent green pieces, a little bit of gold, some of that gunmetal gray is in there. Really nice. It has these ball joints on the front. What are you gonna do about it? But it's still pretty cool for the most part. And then there's these back here, these connectors, but I like to fold them down and think that they are like thrusters, honestly. But really sweet. The wings, they kind of move up and down, and they're on a ball joint. They're pivotable. They can do some wing stuff. It's pretty sweet, pretty easy, pretty nice. I like it. So this here is the green one of my favorites because it's green, but my favorite color is blue. So here is blue, which is the circle shape ship. You can see the circle around there. It is pretty nice. Now, I really like this Zord. It looks really nice. The blue visor and the gold with the gunmetal gray just looks really nice. And overall, the lighting is just doing its job today. I'm filming this video in the daytime. I usually film at night, but daytime is good too because no one's in the house now. School started, no kids. All right, so it has some little beams on the side. We got some gold right there. Pretty nice translucent blue at the top, and there are thrusters on the back. Overall, really nice Zord. I can position the wings upwards if I wanted to, or downwards like I want to. Kind of like a Star Wars looking thing now. But I was kind of going for the Star Wars X Zeo theme for the Super Geo Megazord, I mean. But yeah, that's blue. And last but not least is Big Red. This is the huge star ship. It is humongous, and you can see that it is a star shape. So I really wanted to make some really cool shape Zords. I love the Super Geo Megazord, and I should have executed something like this long ago, but I'm actually glad that I waited a little later to do it. I've had this guy sitting on shelf for quite some time, so I've been actually really excited to get to this Zord by this point. So we have some gold in the front, a black visor, we got some cool translucent red cannons all throughout. I like to think that it has lights and sounds by the click of a button or something like this right here, but there's no lights and sounds. But anyway, pretty nice. We got some gold in the front. We have adjustable cannons right here on his wings, which are on a ratchet joint, and you know that this is going to be the core body of the robot. Pretty sweet. And then back here we also have some thrusters. Really cool thrusters. They are articulated too to move backward like that, but I like to move them here like so. And then there's this silver stripe along the top, which is really cool. And overall, this is a sweet Zord. So yeah, here's to the Starship. Now that we've gone through all of them, let's get into the Megazord and let's see what it can do. Wow, oh wow. This beauty here is the Super Geo Megazord. And this thing just oozes nostalgia and utter perfection in my eyes. Now let me show you. So here is the Super Geo Megazord, and my oh my, is this thing absolutely massive. It is so tall. This thing is huge, okay? This is very huge. It is taller than the other Megazord previous to this one, and he is more articulated, heavily articulated. So let's get into what he could do. So we have this beautiful sword in his hand. His arms can go a full 360-degree rotation. Whoa, I just popped the fist off, which is a little crazy. But his arm can go full 360. There is a bend on the elbow. It's on a ball joint, but it can also rotate, which is pretty sweet. The other one, I don't think it can do that at all. No, it cannot. But this one can. So bend at the elbow is a must. There's also fist articulation, a swivel on the fist, and there's also some wrist movement there. So that is pretty sweet. Now, we also have, let me move it back a little bit, there is some head articulation here. Pretty nice to see the head rotate and just get a good look at that head sculpt, man. It was just under the ship the entire time. I love the red visor. All of it just looks really, really good. This is a really good sword. I freaking love it. Now, there's a little more. Lower the camera. Let me take the sword out of his hand so I don't knock the camera down. But there is leg articulation. So the way this works, I have to flip this tab up a little bit, and it kind of goes up like that. Yeah, the only thing is the legs. That's probably the only problem. But he can kick outwards, and he can bend his knee, which is pretty cool. And there is, of course, foot articulation, but there is no forward kick at all, which is kind of explains itself since this skirt is in the way. But if I were to remove one of these, it still wouldn't kick forward, you see. But overall, still a really cool Zord if you ask me. I think this Zord is awesome. This is freaking awesome. Okay, now there's not much to it other than it being the Super Geo Megazord for the most part. It just looks like a nice, really cool robot that just fights in space and destroys any enemy that comes in his way. So overall, that's pretty much all the Super Geo Megazord can do, but he can get in some really cool poses if I articulate him correctly. Let me show you guys. He can get in some pretty cool poses though. Just show you this one pose I was thinking of. Trying with the sword up like that. It looks kind of funny. Hold your arm up, dude. Whoa, I just detached it. That was a problem. I had it on all the way. Alright, so boom. I accidentally did not have that on 100%. But here he is with his sword. The ball joint is a little weak, but you can see there is the Zord. It looks pretty freaking nice though overall. This is a really sweet Zord. I like it a lot. So, what does he look like next to the other one? Let's find out. Okay, so here they are. You can see that the Super Geo is significantly taller than this guy and way more posable, but overall, they still look pretty cool next to each other. This guy is a solid 80s brick, which is pretty cool to me if you ask, but this guy is more of the modern thing. Spacey, futuristic, but still retaining the loveliness of the entire theme of it being shapes an ancient civilization, very similar to what Zeo was. But overall, really, really nice. I love these things. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. And this is PowerBricks signing off. If you've made it this far to this point of the video, I just wanted to let you know that I have the White Trapezoid Zord ready. This is a very interesting Zord taking on the role of Tommy's Falcon Zord. And then there's this little guy here, which is his other little pilot ship. It's pretty cool. He can teleport to either one and pilot both. I'm also going to use that double pilot gimmick for another Zord for the ninja theme. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. So without further ado, I'm heading out of here. I'll see y'all later.